Hello, in this video I will discuss the arena in Project QT. Let's start with a brief overview. The arena allows you to battle other players and earn honor. The honor you collect can be exchanged for various rewards, some of which include character pieces, memory fragment boxes, and sweep scrolls. By default, you will have 5 free challenge attempts per day. This may be reset to gain more attempts if you have a VIP level of 3 or higher. The higher VIP tiers offer more arena reset chances. When players battle you, they will face off against your defense party. You'll want to set a strong team here to minimize point losses throughout the arena season. Each arena season lasts 28 days. After each season, all players' ranking and points are reset. In the arena, additional element advantage is set at 25%, as opposed to the 50% outside the arena, like in story stages. Now that the basics are out of the way, let's move on to more of the tricky stuff. In Arena, it is better to try and punch up and challenge targets with more points than you. If you win, you gain more points potentially than punching down and attacking targets with less points than you. Also note that in the event you lose a battle punching down, you stand to lose more than the average point gain for that rank, so consider this when attacking players ranked lower than you. It is better in most cases, if possible, to attack players with higher points than you to minimize setbacks. Losing to higher ranked players only deducts about half the average point gain for that rank, so it isn't as bad. The amount of points you gain at each rank, D through S, varies. For example, at D rank you gain an average of 20 points per successful challenge, compared to S rank where you gain an average of about 5 points per successful challenge. So progressing through the higher ranks in Arena will take longer. A rough idea of the break-even points for challenging players of similar rank to you is as follows. D, you get 20 points. C, 18. B, 13. A rank is 8. And at S rank it's about 4. Each day you will receive rewards in the mail, depending on your current rank. For example, at D rank you will get 200 honor and 10 gems per day. Each week you will also receive a reward based on your total points. This is your position in the arena relative to all players in your server. At minimum, you will receive 1000 arena honor and 50 gems. However, this can be increased up to a massive 10,000 arena honor and 1500 gems if you are able to secure the #1 spot in arena for that week. As previously mentioned, arena honor can be exchanged for various rewards. Clara, a third-year wind element character, can only be obtained via this method, and is definitely worth the investment if you have the honor available to spend on her. I'll cover more about individual character skills and utility in future videos, but for now, in order for you to stand the best chance in Arena, I will highlight the importance of team order and skill cooldown times. All of the characters have unique skills. These have slightly different effects depending on whether they are being used in PvE or PvP. By checking their character pages and looking, we will see the cooldown time. In this case, we are looking at the Arena skill cooldown. For sports characters, the cooldown is 5 turns. For literature and science characters, it is 6 turns. For art characters, it is 7. There are some exceptions to this rule. For example, despite having the literature club attribute, Una has a cooldown of 5 turns, and Jessie has a slightly longer cooldown of 6 compared to the rest of the characters with the sports club attribute. But how is all this relevant for Arena? Well, when you are battling other players, you want to ensure your team is using their skills soon after they become available, to maximize their efficiency. It's no good having a character like Alice's skill become available, but have to wait 2 or 3 more turns before she can activate it. In this way, you are missing out on a heal over time, and losing the opportunity to restore precious health throughout the battle. You should aim to have your characters activate their skills as they become available. Plan for this when selecting your team. Consider choosing team members from each club attribute. Work out where they would best be positioned in order to use their skill efficiently. To help you understand this a bit better, I'll show you how I might make up a team for Arena. I'll explain my first character selection choice later, as it's easier to work from slot 2. The second character you choose will potentially utilize their skill first if you have chosen a sports character or Una. Being the character who attacks on the 6th turn, she'll be the first to come off her 5-turn cooldown. So my second character choice is Una. My third character slot choice is Clara, who has a 6-turn cooldown. Placing her here means that when she attacks on the 7th turn, she will activate her skill, which will have come off cooldown as turn 6 ended. My 4th character choice is Camille, who has a 7-turn cooldown. Placing her here means she will activate her skill when she attacks on the 8th turn. Now back to my first character choice, Elva in slot 1. Elva has a 7-turn cooldown, the same as Camille, but I decided to place her here because her skill will come off cooldown at the same time as Camille, and she'll use it the turn after. I also want her here because I want Elva to activate her skill, which does increased damage, in the same period as Una's skill remains active. After Una activates her skill in turn 6, for the next 4 turns a percentage of the damage I inflict to the enemy is restored as my health. So I want Elva's skill to activate in this period to gain just that little bit more HP. This is my preferred strategy for Arena. There are no doubt others who might rearrange my team or use entirely different characters. It all depends on who is available to you and how much you have enhanced them. Sure, there are occasions in which you may want to delay character's skill activation. For example, you may want to set Clara's position a few turns after her skill activates to counter any buffs that the enemy team activates. Coming up with different strategies and plans of attack in Arena is one of the many things I enjoy about this game. If you are not sure if a team is viable or will work, try using it in the tower first against teams in there. Just remember, however, that elemental advantage is greater there, so you may be able to beat a certain level player in tower but have a more difficult time with the same or similar team in Arena due to the elemental advantage being reduced to only 25%. Another useful tip to know is that you can quickly shuffle team member positions by holding down on them and dragging them to the slot you want. Although weaker, the effects of elemental advantage do help greatly in Arena. Selecting a team to counter opponents' elements will yield the best chance of a successful attack. For those of you aiming to reach the top spots in Arena and farm the daily and weekly honor and gem rewards, you will need to have a strong start at the beginning of each season. I experimented a little myself, and within a few days of a new season was able to reach a position among the top players in my server. I would like to share with you the methods I used to achieve this. I will state clearly now that I'm not a free-to-play player, but don't let that dissuade you from following my methods. I started off the Arena season ensuring my defense team was comprised of my highest level and enhanced characters, also carefully positioning them based on skill cooldown efficiency. The next step is challenging other players. The hardest part without a doubt is progressing through the lower ranks, as this is where everyone starts, so most of the players you encounter there will be real players. Try to challenge players with more points than you, utilize elemental advantage and pick your battles carefully. For free-to-play players you'll be able to do 5 battles per day. For those of you with the option to reset Arena challenge attempts, I would definitely recommend doing so to get an early lead in points. The faster you can push your way up the ranks, the better chance you stand of appearing less frequently on other players' challenge lists. The way Arena works is it selects random players around your current point total for you to challenge. The higher you climb, the less likely it is for you to appear on other players' lists. Less challenges from other players means less potential point loss for you. Don't be discouraged by other players attacking you. Keep attempting your challenges every day and working your way up. As you get higher and higher into the ranks, you may start to notice a certain pattern in the names of players on your challenge lists. They will be capitalized at the start and in the middle. These are bot players, put in to ensure that no matter how great the point total is of a player, there will always be opposition for them to challenge. Bot players usually have weaker teams and generally appear with a promotion level of around 3 or 4. They can appear with more points than you by about 100 to 200 in some cases, so are perfect for punching up and securing those bonus points. By farming these bots you can very quickly secure yourself some easy wins. Once you have reached S rank, you will nearly always be able to find them in your opponent lists, or refresh to find them. Farming these bots will enable you to maintain your position above S ranks and reap the highest daily reward Arena offers. Pushing into the top 10, 5, 3 or even number 1 position is a lot more difficult, as there will often be fierce competition from other real players. Now, depending on how nice they're feeling, they may attempt to attack you and take your point total down while increasing theirs. They may also specifically refresh their opponent list to take down a certain player. Watch out for these guys. Try to either maintain such a lead that they won't find you, or position yourself below them so that they won't affect your point total as much. The rewards gained by making it to position number 1 or even in the top 10 are definitely worth the effort put in to get there. So here's a quick recap for you. Make sure you've set a strong defense team, push hard and fast at the start of arena seasons, punch up if possible, utilize element advantage and adhere to my skill cooldown position guide, use all your available challenge reset chances to get that early lead, and then farm bot players for easy wins at higher ranks. Try not to be discouraged by other players attacking you. And most importantly, have fun and enjoy it. I hope this guide to the arena has been helpful. I wish you all the best with your challenge attempts. If you have any further questions about the arena or have suggestions for future videos, please leave a comment. I really do appreciate all the support I've been getting on these videos. I really enjoy making them. I will link to the game's Discord below. Feel free to pop in and say hi to me and the other mods there. I'd also advise you to follow the game's Twitter or other social medias to stay up to date with all the new events and exciting teasers. If you've made it all the way to the end of the video, type ring-a-ding-ding down in the comments below. You will stay awesome and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.